So we're looking at the Tempest 5 project, which is it's very hard to define how it's moving ahead, because there's always a waiting period for you decide you need a part, you have to find a drawing, you either find the part, you find the drawing, you then buy the material, process the material, it might need to be plated, painted, whatever it might be. So it's very hard to actually look at it and say, oh yeah, this is what we did today. But I think since we last looked at the aircraft, a few things have moved on. I refinished the mountain bracket for the trim assemblies. The canopy winding mechanism, we took all apart, replated all the parts, cleaned and painted and put all that back together. That's kind of fun. What else have we done? We're working on the bracketry for the pilot's knee boards. We don't have any of this, but I do have drawings. That's the first piece. There's more over on the bench that's been finished. The select lever and jettison for the drop tanks is in. That's done now, although it has to be lettered. Trying to think what else is new. The voltage regulators in the aeroplane. Trying to work down deep so that I don't box myself into a corner. The first of the hydraulic valves is rebuilt. That's been installed. Also moving this way. Various pieces on the firewall are in. The separator tank for the vacuum system, that's installed now. A lot of work in these little bulkhead connections. Each one of these has a sealing washer and a lock tab to wire to, so that took a bit of time. One of the main non-return valves is in for the fuel system. That's kind of how the project goes. It goes a piece at a time. Each one of these boxes represents something that's in a state of work. For instance, the fuel tank selectors here. We had them with the aeroplane corroded, pretty much took it apart with that big hammer, remade pivots, spacer pieces that were all rusted up. It now sits there, it's waiting for new placards to come in to tell you what the levers do. So that becomes a project box, and everything on this bench is essentially a component of that aeroplane in pieces, waiting for, you know, whatever it might be that has to happen next. This is waiting to have some engraved placards come back. That's the trim selectors. This is the bracketry for the fuel valves, waiting for new seals for those. So it goes on. Undercarriage, select lever, parts. I'm not even sure what that's waiting for now, it's been apart for so long. Fuel system pieces, hydraulic valves, 99% complete, waiting for three more seals for those. This is how the project goes. It just takes time. Every new piece comes in, you can utilize it when you finally get to the last piece, and you're going to put it on the aeroplane, and hopefully, as I said before, join everything up with wire and pipes and hoses, and that's when the fun starts. Ideally, at some point when everything's essentially bolted together or bolted in, we'll start on the, I guess you could call it almost phase 2, whereby we join it all together, whether it be electrically, with hard line pipes, soft hoses, whatever it might be. Then the aeroplane starts to grow from there, but there's a long way to go yet in sourcing components still, and basically getting them fitted to the airframe. So come back in another 5 years, there'll be more.